Wanderers! Welcome to the Wondering Dutchmen podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Velpen Trucking and Disposal. It has been a long winter, and there is a real good chance that you've acquired a bunch of junk that you don't need. Instead of allowing that junk to pile up, go ahead and call Velpen Trucking and Disposal and get you a roll-off container for some good old-fashioned spring cleaning. A common question is, what size of roll-off container do I need? A common answer is, how much junk did you acquire? Velpen has 20, 30, and 40 cubic yard containers for you to fill up. Convenient drop-off and pick-up. Give Velpen Trucking and Disposal a call today, 812-354-3280, or check them out online and just search Velpen Trucking and Disposal. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wondering Dutchmen podcast, coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Velpen Trucking and Disposal. Fellas, we've done a lot of change in a short amount of time. If you watched Wednesday's episode, you realize that we had mics and ropes. And not ropes.
Cards.
We had cords hanging from the ceiling.
Stuff everywhere.
We threw a little bit of a curveball mix in there, and we're trying out our wireless mics as we break down the
Glad we're
football.
finally using them.
Yeah, I mean, we paid for them a long time ago.
I think I'm just going to raw dog mine like this, like they do on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You could probably clip it right up here.
Yeah, maybe.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy.
Feel good.
Whatever makes you happy. Fellas, as we head into the weekend, anything we're looking forward to coming up?
Mrs. Smoker and I on Saturday. So Weston has a basketball tournament all weekend at Forest Park.
Dumb, stupid.
We'll be there.
But Saturday
Basketball should be over by
evening,
now.
The bride and I are heading to Evansville for dinner.
Ooh, where are you going?
Not sure yet. We talked about sushi / hibachi, and she's got a place with a name, and I can't think of what.
Rapongi.
Nope.
Yamato.
Zuki.
Nope.
Mr. Chin's.
Nope. Wasabi?
Oh, that's poor people sushi.
Okay.
You need to go somewhere nice.
Okay.
But either way, then after supper, we are going to head over to Aiken.
I'm so glad you called it supper.
There you go.
You're great.
Aiken Theater to see Blackberry Smoke.
Oh.
You think that guy shaved that goofy ass extended?
I kind of hope not.
Really?
I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan.
I think it looks pretty right.
Righteous neck beard.
Because this weekend's the 8th, correct? That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about
I'm
you?
sweating like a whore in church. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I got her stoked up. We're ripping.
Well, we had some fire issues, or we had some imaginary fireplace fire
it's a
issues
little
on
chilly
Wednesday.
in here for episode Wednesday.
Maxwell's playing in the same tournament that Dave speaks of. We got 8 a.m. draw for pool play. I think we played Clarksville Providence right out of the gate. So
Like Clarksville or Providence?
Providence.
Okay.
They're two different schools.
Providence is the private school in Clarksville or just outside of Clarksville.
Yeah, so Clarksville Providence is who we play.
Okay.
And then, so that's Saturday. Now rewind till Friday.
Yeah, coming back.
Our Southridge Raiders will face off in round one of the sectional championship tournament. We're looking at probably we play the Washington Hatchets.
Yeah.
So
Are you talking about the high school game?
yes, sir.
We're going to that.
Yeah, Friday night. We play the Washington Hatches tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, Memorial Gym. So hopefully that works out good. And then hopefully Saturday night we'll go back for the championship game, where we'll either face off against the Princeton Tigers or the
Gibson Southern Titans.
mighty Gibson Southern Titans.
Should be interesting. So when you listen to this in listener land, that game has already happened.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully Coach Haywood, Teddy Hoops, and the boys are playing for a regional championship.
Right.
Dave, I don't know what's going on, buddy.
Shouldn't. It's terrible.
Go ahead.
No, did you blow me?
Hey, would you blow me?
Haywood. Gotcha.
Hey, would you blow me? You know,
No,
that guy.
gonna pass.
Yeah.
Gonna pass on
What
that.
about you, buddy?
Nothing. When this comes out,
Did we get in trouble?
Yes.
when we come out, when this comes out, the
We're
Raiders
not coming out.
the Raiders will be Raider middle school baseball. Brother Dave and I will be down at Tell City
Oh,
as we battle the marksmen. Would it be a bad scene if Dave's like, I don't want to drive the family van down, but I'll ride with you? Like, would you clear that with the boss?
I wouldn't have to. She'd be fine with that.
I mean, we're not going to take Weston. She'd have to drive separate.
Yeah, I'll just go as a mascot.
Yeah.
The bat bag carrier guy.
Bat bag carrier guy. Yeah. But we'll be down at Tell City. I checked the forecast. Weather looks like it's clearing up next week. They had some rain towards the end of the
last
week.
year that guy had me hook, line, and sinker when he was like, yeah, actually, little known fact, Stevie Wonder and, gosh dang it, who's the blind guy that was a country singer?
Ronnie Millsap?
Yeah, Stevie Wonder and Ronnie Millsap wrote Fishing in the Dark right here on the banks of the Ohio at Tell City. Little known fact, it was at noon. And I was like, no shit. And I looked it up and I'm like, oh, wait, this guy's got jokes. And then I started listening. I'm like, this guy.
Down at Tell City?
Yeah. Like, it was raining, it was pissing and pouring, and he was just like, I didn't know they were jokes at first until I caught on to Ronnie Millsap and Stevie Wonder, and it was noon. But I was like, damn it.
I think that was because they're both blind.
Thanks for
That's
explaining
what made the joke the joke. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Fishing in the dark.
Appreciate you clarifying that for us.
Wild deal.
But yeah, we play. We got 3 games before spring break.
We lost a couple kids down there. Not dead,
Oh, my.
but some Wild Bill and some other kids ran off. Now, the audience is going to have to just pipe down a little bit of these sensitive-ass mics over there. You got to contain yourselves. But they disappear. There's too much running around down there at the Marksman Field.
Well, and it gets dark. Like, that's the big thing. It gets dark.
Yeah.
And they don't have a bunch of lights around it or behind it. So it makes it different. And that area down there, there's been times like where I've been leaving and like sometimes I park a little bit away and make the walk.
You need me to be security detail?
And you get to a crowd of some youth down there. They probably ain't causing any problems. They ain't causing any issues.
Lots of mopeds.
Yeah. But it's always
Little scooter gang.
a nice trip.
Mace, you want to go down?
No.
Okay.
We start on the road for 3 or 4 out of the first.
Weston seemed a little nervous. He's like, Dad, our first game's like 2 weeks. I haven't had a practice on the field yet. What are we going to do? Like, you're going to go do the best you can.
That's all we can do.
We're going to play baseball. That's what we're going to do.
They've had the same problem we have. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have a turf field. Like, we're very fortunate because I don't know that they have the indoor facility quite that we have. We're very blessed here at Southwest DuBois County. But I think it's been good for them younger boys to mix in with them older high school kids a little bit. I'm sure it's caused a little bit of riff in your household.
Well, no, I've asked Wyatt what he thinks. He's like, yeah, it's okay, I guess. But I don't know how he feels about having the younger guys.
Well, I got to be careful.
I mean, honestly, he's a pretty good kid, but it's just like probably just more kids in there than he'd want.
Well, I got to remember to be big smoke, medium-sized smoke.
Yeah, little smoke's not part of it.
Little smoke's not there yet, but he will be one day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'll still be at the helm then, but.
Well, we'll just ride the I can't wait to ride the side-by-side to Southside Park.
I can't wait till hear the and everybody know it's. Although I will say,
I felt like such a bad influence the first time. A couple parents looked over, you got beers? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say no alcohol.
Yeah.
And then we had a whole ass drinking party the next game.
Yeah. I will say this though, and I know you got rid of the Harley, and I don't want to bring it up because it's bike riding season. But that day that you came over the hill for a game, the hair was just blowing in the breeze. You had the tunes on. I mean, as a kid, you can't be more proud that that's my dad up there.
Wyatt was not proud.
Oh. I thought it was cool.
He was a little embarrassed.
Wop, wop. Yeah. It was impressive. He even gave her a little extra. That wasn't very good. That's that moped. That's that moped. Hey,
Honda.
Good grief.
Let's get it. Hey, I thought you were going to take the side-by-side to Tell City. You got a route mapped out?
Probably find one.
Bet you probably could. Hey, let's jump into it, though. It is grass mowing season. It's upon us. It'll get here quicker than we think. Hopf Outdoor Power. proud to bring you this first ad. All right, big fella, we got
Big dumb cups. You ever seen them?
when I originally read that, that's not what I put in there from you.
What'd you think?
I'm not gonna.
Not allowed to say it
Not allowed
on
to
English
say it,
TV.
Big cum dump?
No, it's close to that
Yeah.
neighborhood. Yeah.
Probably would have been a T in there somewhere.
Oh, I got a lot of stuff.
Sakes. Just quit with it.
Well, we can hear you.
Your whole plan to raw dog, it's not worked out.
Just clip it on your shirt
Shut up.
or on the side of that big schnoz of yours.
You know how many comments we're gonna get?
Ooh, that's tight.
That's tight.
Fight like a toy, go.
So I seen a TikTok today.
Just go back to raw dog guy.
I seen a TikTok today, and it really.
I can't hear you now.
I know.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
You better not edit any of this out. By the
No,
way.
I'm not gonna.
I seen a TikTok today, and it was two British guys talking about how dumb Americans are
Oh, really?
because of
We got to kick
awful.
our ass again
Yeah,
Yeah.
awful funny from the people that lost.
because of
twice.
our water bottle games.
Let's
And-
talk about teeth.
And they have terrible dental
Shitty
plans.
food.
That's because they don't have fluoride in their
Spotted dick.
water. Oh, okay. Anyway, big dumb cups. Do you guys pack around water bottles?
Nope.
Look like that?
I mean, this is a 32 ouncer. I don't go as aggressive as you. I've got a 64 ouncer.
So this one comes in at a whopping 60. I don't think that's not a gallon, is it?
64 ounces is a half a gallon.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's not a half a gallon, is it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, this thing right here fits in nothing. No cup holders, nothing. It will sit in a seat.
I know somewhere.
I've
where you
seen
could
a girl
probably
on the
fit
internet that would beg to differ.
Take that bottom first.
it. I couldn't. No.
Good. Yeah,
You,
bullshit.
you may be able to.
Bullshit. Anyway, they were just talking about how, like, Americans decide, like, they just carry like a tank of water with them everywhere they go.
Got to stay hydrated.
I understand that, but when did that become such a thing?
Ooh,
I mean, we've had bottled water since the 80s.
Obviously,
plastic slowly.
I'm
killing
talking
us, as we
about
know.
like stainless steel vacuum bottles. Like, when did it become such a thing?
I don't know. When did Greta Thunberg start bitching about icebergs?
Right, 2020.
earlier than that.
Greta Thunberg.
16?
I bet she's been on the scene for 10 plus years.
Yeah, but when
Probably
did she?
aligns.
People are dying. An entire ecosystem. When did that happen?
2016-ish.
Yeah.
You
Because
think
she,
so?
yeah, because she started like 12 or 13, and that was the whole thing. And she's in her 20s now. Not as relevant as she used to be.
Yeah,
It's
nobody
kind of
gives a
tough
fuck.
when you say the world's going to end in 10 years, and then we're still here. 10 years later.
2019.
Okay.
Are you spitting in that thing?
No,
I feel like there's lots of popping.
no. 2019 is when that came out. When she gave that speech.
Okay.
Anyway, did you carry a water bottle at school?
No.
No.
Not the way the kids do nowadays.
I know. That's what I'm saying. When did that start? COVID?
COVID.
I would say so.
Did they shut the water fountain? I mean, obviously they shut the water fountains down during COVID.
Yeah. I mean, we used to not be able to have anything to drink in the classroom.
Well, that and because you had to go, you could only go piss so many times. You only
Yeah.
got so many hall passes.
Yeah. Do you fill up a water bottle for Wild Bill?
We send one to school with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually just at school. Just set that on the seat next to you there, Bob, right over there next to neighbor Doug here. That's an expensive one.
We don't want to break that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think probably COVID was the big push for it. But
It's like kids, you know? I feel like there's extra kids here.
You know, when I sent that text today, this is exactly what I foreshadowed.
Yeah.
Pretty good at seeing the whole playing field.
It's wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're one of them clairvoyances.
Kind of like
Not quite that far.
psychic.
Really low hanging fruit, Dave. It's really low hanging fruit.
Tell me another one there, Magic Man.
Yeah. No, I think it probably was COVID.
All right, Kreskin. What the Mace?
Everybody's favorite part of the show. Mace doesn't have a microphone that works. Just set it on the table.
Christ.
These things for his ADD are not good.
No. I have to get a fidget spinner.
Do you know, speaking of ADHD, so did you know that the possibility that, like, for some people with anxiety
Yeah.
is ADHD related?
Yeah. I wrote the book on that shit. I take medicine every day for that shit.
The ADHD?
No, the anxiety.
But they're saying, but maybe they should treat your ADHD,
Yeah.
and that would help your anxiety.
I believe that if I were to get tested somewhere, I'd probably find out because I think hyperfixation is a thing. Like I'll get on a
With
wild
you?
tangent.
No way!
Get out of here.
Who would guess that?
Get out.
Hey guys, I'm going to redo the lounge. Oh, what are you going to do? Everything.
You know, last week I
Okay.
just edited Friday's episode today because I got a little behind this week, and there's a comment. What's really going to happen? It's going to be a nice day Friday. Dave's going to open the shop doors and be like, well, coffee's not done. I should have a beer, and nothing's going to change.
That was
Lots
me.
change, yeah. Or something to that effect. I paraphrased.
Well, that
I
wasn't
feel
like
like-
low-hanging fruit as tonight.
We made some progress.
Yeah.
Real nice. Lots of progress.
I mean, it's good. And the party you had, everybody was sitting around the table. That was nice.
Yeah, we can fit like 20 people if you're counting kids around this thing.
You can.
It's hard to play euchre on.
Yeah, that's it. Well, but you got room over there for a little card table.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. That defeats the purpose of consolidating to one movable table. But yeah, you got to play on the corners.
It's a huge table.
A little over 10 foot long, just shy of 8 foot wide. That's like 80 square feet of tabletop. Lots of midget strippers.
Is that really going to happen?
God, I could only hope so.
I mean, do you really see your wife being okay with that?
No.
Mm-hmm. Jenna made a comment last night
Not a
about how
chance.
Hard no.
She wants to
Jenna
see?
made a comment last night about me and Brother Love. She's like, I love you both individually. But when you guys are together, a lot of times I don't love you because you're like gasoline and gasoline.
I feel replaced.
And then she said, unless I'm the spark, and then I'm all for the gasoline and gasoline. We just got to find her on the right night when she's into midget strippers. The problem is that's a hard thing to just come up with on a whim.
I bet it would happen quicker than what you think. I bet within an hour and 20-minute drive, you could have them here. You're going to probably have to source them from Louisville.
You think you'd tip them in smaller bills?
Oh, God. So back to water cups. Yeah,
Load 'em up
probably
like a chain
COVID.
shooter.
Kind of like that old redhead used to work at Swifties. Guy that was selling us smokes when we were 14. Old Red.
You don't make it rain on them small girls. You make it hail.
Oh,
Pitching pennies at them.
Christ.
Yeah, so ridiculous.
Anyway. All right. Anyway, Casey, what were you thinking about?
I was thinking about how this has been a train wreck.
Can't look away from it.
Nope, we're just riding the ride. Has the influence? So the Oscars were this week. Didn't watch. And it's got me wondering, in today's climate of everything, does the old influence of celebrities and stars really matter anymore? Like, we just got done in a presidential election cycle where you had all these big stars endorse one side over the other. Didn't shake out the way they did, what they thought it would. But are we in an era like where like your regular movie and music stars don't have the influence of some of these people that you get on like social media, like media influencers and different things like that?
Well, I feel like there's a lot larger herd to pick from now because of what you're talking about. It used to be the only thing that everybody knew was the mainstream
Movie stars, music stars.
thing. But now that there's, I don't know, what do you call it, grassroots maybe? More grassroots options because that's more just as front and center as, you know, like Matthew McConaughey,
Yeah.
you know, doing that video he does for that Zach Bryan song. Oh, man. Daddy was a gambler. Is that one? You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about? Oh, good song.
It is a good song.
But me and Brother Love covered that song on the New Music Wednesday on the unofficial Probably Never to See the Light of Day podcast. We played that one.
I don't know. I was just thinking about it
I agree.
because I just like
Nobody gives a shit anymore.
Do you think that's it?
No.
Or do you think too many people have, like everybody has a platform that they can voice their opinions
There are
on?
more people to relate to. In the past, you had this small group of super elitists. Maybe that's not the right word, but like everybody had the same bag to draw from, and you had whoever was the hot ticket for the year.
Yeah.
But now you've got like YouTube and the internet and everything else. You can hitch your wagon to a lot of different ponies.
Yeah.
Before, you just got batched into whatever pony everybody else was on, you know. You just had like Appaloosas and Paints, and now you got all the other little bastardized little the pony
Crossbreeds.
associations.
It's like
yeah.
golden doodles.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think we're just in a tough time with like,
Are you looking up where to find midget strippers?
yeah.
That's why I love you, brother.
I think we're in a tough time of like the old OG, really influential actors are starting to phase out,
Yeah.
and then a lot of these new and up and comers are so like woke and have different ideologies, and
You might be pegging on something there.
you know what I mean. Like I you know what I'm saying. Like you lose a lot of the.
Before social
I don't know
media,
what I'm
you
saying.
you never knew what somebody's personal beliefs were. You knew who they were on the screen, or
Well, people
the
don't go to
radio.
movies anymore.
Well, but what I'm saying is all you knew of the people is what you saw on like the mainstream media outlets.
Yeah.
But now everybody's got a Twitter handle. Everybody's got an opinion. When they're making bad decisions, drinking at night like the rest of the world does,
Morgan
they're
Whalen.
blasting it out there on the internets. And now you got to judge them at who they are as a person, not who they are as a icon. Maybe is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And, you know, that's where we are going to shine in the future as the Wondering Dutchmen, because we've never shown as anything more than some fat guys that get drunk on weeknights. Or
Yeah.
that's what I am anyway.
It's really our bread and butter.
Yeah, I
Yes.
love bread and
You think
butter.
we influence anybody?
Oh, I'm sure we've influenced a person or two. Bob Meyer says he's been influenced by us. He's under the influence.
Yes.
Hurricane's definitely under the influence of the Dutchman.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Smoker's Lounge will get you.
Yeah, I've been told I'm a bad influence.
Yes.
I'm just a happy guy. I like to have a good time.
He likes to have a good time. He's a good time Charlie.
Yeah.
You really
Good
think
time
he's a
Charlie.
bad influence?
Yeah.
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 Like for you, he has been?
Mm-hmm.
Probably everybody sooner or later.
No, I'm in good shape.
I think I badly influenced you before.
How?
I mean, we don't need to get into details anyway.
Oh,
but
we
I feel
don't.
like I
It's not
probably
dirty
badly.
laundry time.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean,
I mean, we had a hell of a good time over there in St. Louis. Good time was had by we were Trash Panda and
that was an unopened bag of caramel corn, guys.
Totally already opened.
It was like 95%. There's no way I would pick up a half-eaten bag of caramel
And
corn.
I'm happy to be the bad
You
influence, because the
totally
reason it's a
did.
bad influence is because everybody thinks, oh, nobody should have that good a time. And I'm just here to say, you know, maybe you should.
You're a wildcat, ain't you?
Yeah, I try to be.
I don't know. I was thinking about it because the Oscars this week. I didn't watch them. I don't care to.
Don't think I've ever watched an Oscar. Other than lots on Looney Tunes. That's the little gold guy, right?
Lots on Looney Tunes.
Is that the little gold guy, Oscar?
Yes.
On Looney Tunes, they always had the Oscar little golden
Oh, and it's him.
statue guy. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good possibility.
Hmm.
I just don't have. I mean, so much other stuff to watch on TV.
Yeah.
I've been watching Yellow Jackets. This crazy ass show that these two wads back in the counter in the peanut gallery told me to watch.
What's that streaming on?
Netflix it's season 1's on Netflix, and then season 2 and 3 you can pick them up on Showtime, or you can pick them on
You're just really popping your peas over there.
Showtime or Amazon Prime. And it's about you want the jungle breakdown, or you want
Well, you talked about it on Wednesday a little bit.
Yeah.
I did?
People eating
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
all,
And I
be
said,
all.
"Oh, they get feral."
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah."
it's a wild show. But yeah, that's what me and the warden have been watching that.
I haven't fired it up yet, but apparently, so we've got a Walmart subscription of some sort. They deliver to our house now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
High on the heart, like fresh groceries and everything.
Yeah.
Richers.
And it's like $50 a year. And if you pay for that, you get free delivery when you buy online.
Okay.
And they deliver to the hood now. But you get Paramount Plus free with that. That's worth $50 for a year.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Paramount Plus is good. That's one of the streaming services we keep.
I really
Yeah.
want to dial into Landman.
You haven't watched it yet?
I haven't either.
Only on my... No.
It's good.
I do love Billy
Real
Bob
good.
Thornton. I've got a real soft spot in my heart for trashy people that make it. Billy Bob Thornton, Snoop Dogg, Kid Rock. You know, like real
Jelly roll.
good jelly roll, his hoe ass old lady.
Dave Smoker.
And Dave Smoker, just trashy people that outkick their coverage. It's a video, man.
I'll do it too.
Edit that out, I guess.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't think you're trashy.
Oh, well, it depends. You know, like there's a could have been. I could have been.
Well, I mean, we've had that redemption story.
Yeah, could have been.
You've had every opportunity in the world to be a piece of shit,
Yeah,
and you turned out good.
like I appreciate that.
I love you, man.
Yeah, I love you too, bro.
You know, with these wireless mics, we can get up and hug now and not have any issues.
I'm not.
We'll just hear this.
I'm not getting up.
That's what we've heard.
I don't know what the
anyways.
weird boner's going to sound like.
It'll be all right. But hey, before we do that, quick pause for the cause. Brought to you by LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing, which, by the way, do you know they do stump grinding now?
I do.
Yeah. Check them out.
Lawn Enforcement Officer Logan Clark of LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing is readying for a busy season. Whether you need someone to take care of your lawn or need some pressure washing and cleaning of your outdoor spaces, Logan's ready. Logan provides a service. That service makes your life easier. He can save you time, hassle, and the struggle of keeping that lawn cut and those outside areas clean. Small yard, large yard, no problem. Deck or pool patio, no problem. Don't wait. Logan will book up fast. And you want to know why? Because the lawn officer is damn good.
All right, Brother Dave, what you got?
So you know what? It's been a real weird year so far. We're early into it, but lots of highs and lots of lows and just small stressors that build up. And work's been weird lately. Like a lot of low level stress things, but all at once to make
Do
it
you
feel
see
more.
a light at the end of the tunnel for what you got going on at work? Like, do you have like a year, 18 months, or is it like 6
It
months?
really needs to be 4 months, and that tunnel's a little bit longer than that. That's what's bringing the stress.
Yeah.
But we're doing good. Like all the teams are doing great. But yesterday was actually a very good day at work. Like it wasn't bad. Everybody was pretty well, good moods, and things are going well. And Brother Love and a couple of his buddies, they had put together this table for us, this frame. They brought it over. I'd been notified by Brother Mace here. He says, "Hey, I think I just seen our table base en route to Holland."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm coming home. There's a bunch of trucks in the driveway. I got to kind of sneagle wiggle dick around them. And I pull up into the driveway, and I'm like, "This is sweet, like we got lots of day left." And I hop out of the truck, and when I hop out of the truck, I'm looking west. And there's a bunch of metal sticking out of my pool.
Oh, no.
And I went, "What the f?" And I get looking closer. And there was a winter cover on the pool when I went to work yesterday morning. It's on the ground. And I thought, those are the top rails sticking out of the water. And Brother Lovey's like, "Hey, what are you worried about a pool for? It's cold out there. You ain't going to swim, but we got a table now." I said, "Yeah.
It's good triage of the situation.
Yeah. But I went out to piss later, and I was like, I better go check this out." Well, those weren't the top rails sticking out of the water. Those 3 of the legs that got snapped off and sucked into the water. The top rail is ripped off. The liner's down in the water. There's metal sticking through that. The bottom rail of the pool is like attached to the feet that got ripped in half when the legs got ripped out. The legs adjacent to the ones that got ripped out are buckled, and there's a crease in the pool wall. And I've been so damn excited for the last month to get to like good pool floating weather, just fat guy floating weather. Like it's been clear skies lately. I'm like, this is going to be a good summer for the pool. And I just don't know if there's any coming back from this pool. When I help
What's the over and under that? Whatever the address to this place is the seasonal breeding ground of the Zika virus right out here.
It ain't going to be there long enough to
West
happen.
Nile.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Hey,
it's still standing there.
Malaria?
Malaria. What do you think?
There's 15 to
Hey,
16
Ebola.
Well,
Oh,
not that
gallons.
far.
15 to 16,000 gallons of water in there. And all that's keeping that pool all together is just double row of bolts. Like all the structural is supposed to come from these rings that have been ripped out of it. And so, I mean, it's really just a guessing game.
So how you? So
Can we
what's-
get in kayaks when you decide to cut that and ride that baby down the hill?
Buddy, I don't know.
Or
Here's
let
what I worry
neighbor
about with
Doug
guys
surf
that-
it?
Now, that would be okay. What I worry about guys of our stature is at the bottom of the hill, it's not quite a creek. It's more of a overflow path,
Ditch.
but there is a culvert under the road.
Oh, you think it's going to suck us in like a cork?
And I don't know that we'll make it through the other side.
I
I don't want anybody to drown. Neighbor Doug, he'd fit right through there. Us, I don't know.
Not a chance. So what's going to be the fix here?
Well, so I ended up, I was looking at it, and I called actually insurance just to see if that's
That was going to be my next
an
question.
option. They're like, yeah, it's personal property. It's wind damage. Because I've got it on the Ring camera. Like what happened. It's on there. Like the.
What's that look like?
Well, so the Ring camera in the backyard is a solar powered deal. So I've got it set to where it just does like a 3-second burst of video, 5-second pause, 3-second burst of video, 5-second pause. So it cuts down on battery usage. But so it kind of comes in pieces. You see the winter cover like blow up like
Hot air balloon?
well, Mr. Wampler was here and he said he pulled in the driveway and he said it looked like the parachute from when you were a kid where you do this and this.
Oh yeah,
Gym class. Miss Amy.
yeah.
So you see it doing that, and then the next frame it's on the ground, and then the next frame the legs are falling into the pool. The next frame the liner's off the pool, and then the next frame
It's tough
Just
living
floating.
on a hill.
it's
Yeah.
it's a bad spot. Like, and I don't know if I want to rebuild because it's going to happen again. So I did some searching today, and
You're going to go in ground.
I'm going to have to call in a lot of favors for that to work out. But I found an 18 by 36 in-ground kit, everything to put it in. Going to have to do some dirt work and concrete work, and I know a dirt guy, and I know a concrete guy.
Yeah, big
Who's
fella.
your concrete guy?
Big fella.
Are you talking about me?
I was talking about Ritter.
Obviously.
Does he do concrete?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, but I'm like, God dang, so I can get this whole 18 by 36 with an 8-foot deep end, the whole shooting match to install it and get it in, like $14,900. Jenna's like, you're stupid. And I'm like, I don't know. This has been a shit show. You can't knock over an in-ground pool.
So
Is it
what would
you
be your
put it?
deductible?
Yeah. Where would we put it?
It's 1,000.
So you come out ahead.
No, they ain't going to get that kind of money out of that.
Oh, I guess that's right.
There'll be a difference, but it'll be about what I put in the pool in the first place.
Where are you going to put the in-ground?
Right there where the above ground is.
Would you run it north-south versus
North-south.
you're in the round now, but
Yeah,
north-south
north-south.
would probably be. I like it. I support it 100%.
Jenna does not. She thinks it's going to be $100,000.
50 minimum.
No, the kit for
Yeah.
what he's got. And if you get some friends that don't,
Junk.
concrete is expensive right now, though.
Well, I figure we can Johnny Cash that is what I told her. Just one piece at a time. Like an 80-pound bag of concrete. Dixie's over there getting fired up about something, I think. But
you
know,
can't put an in-ground pool in for under 50 grand
why?
because it's 2025 and everything costs.
Yeah, but your biggest cost on a lot of those is probably the
Now, when you
labor
go getting
part.
all crazy with concrete, and this one doesn't set in concrete, you dig the hole, you put sand in. I mean, sand's relatively cheap compared to everything else.
We'll go to the lake and like that guy that was taking water out of it. We'll
You'll
just go to the
suck
beach.
sand out.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the little Kubota, I could do a lot of damage from the hill just a little pass at a time. Little pass at a time.
Well, see, then he could bring his John Deere, and then I could bring the New Holland out because we all got buckets,
Yeah,
and we could just bucket brigade it.
just a little bit at a time.
I don't know why you're such a negative Nancy to this idea.
Tell me you do meth without telling me you do meth.
Look at me. Do I look like I ever did?
He's got all.
Depending
his
on the
teeth.
quality of dope, we could all be the biggest meth heads right now. We're paying that high dollar shit. We'd all have teeth and still be fat.
I've not done that much research into meth, I guess.
I've done a lot of meth in my day. That's totally not true. That's not a fact.
Hey, guys.
Mom, I'm joking.
Hey, guys, I got popped at the city to do a drug test.
Yeah.
For the 5th week in a row.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to happen, but it's on the table.
No.
I support it, Dave.
In-ground pools are a big deal.
Well, so are above ground pools built on the side of a hill, and it lasted 3 years. I'm not going to say it'd be like too code.
How much did you pay for that pool?
Be careful, insurance.
No. Just the pool.
55.
Yeah. You could buy 3 more of those for the same money as one in-ground pool.
Yeah, but that's a 27-foot round. This is an 18 by 36 with an 8-foot deep end.
Dave, I like it.
You do you, bro.
I support it. Pools get expensive when you start putting all the fancy
nothing
shit around.
screams white trash like above ground pools. And either you're in or you're out.
I just worry if I rebuild the above ground pool, it's going to blow over again.
Not if you don't do the cover effectively.
I've done the cover every way.
No, you haven't.
Oh, for sakes.
Did you have a cable around this one?
Yeah.
And that's why it ripped off.
Everybody has a cable around it.
Was it tethered to the ground or was it attached by
tethered to the ground on the west side? The wind side.
Did you have those stupid magnets on there?
Yep. I was tethered, magneted, and steel cable.
Now, were you magneted all the way around it like you're supposed to?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I was.
You were not tethered to the ground all the way around.
You didn't ask that. You asked if I was magneted all the way around.
Okay, I rephrased my question. Were you tethered to the ground like mine?
No. Okay. Only on the wind side.
Okay. Only on the wind side. Because in the United States of America, the prevailing winds only come out of one direction.
When there's a house 20 feet from the pool.
True. I mean,
which side peeled off first?
The wind side.
Which is what?
West, southwest. Because it comes through the valley over here.
When did it go? When did it?
9:17 a.m.
What day? Yesterday.
Wednesday.
Which way was the wind coming out of?
Well, I would assume from the southwest.
No. It's coming from the north. Cold front coming in. All that wind came out of the north.
Then it wouldn't have done what it did because the goddamn house is there.
That's what you think.
I don't know why he's on trial right now.
I'm debunking your theory because you're wrong.
Well, all right, Kreskin, explain to me how it ripped off
Kreskin?
from the west side.
I got no
Tell me
clue
who's
Kreskin is.
In the 80s, Kreskin was like a, you know how, Johnny Carson did this, hey, swami thing? Same thing.
Hey, swami.
All I'm saying is
if you had an adequate pool cover,
this is
stupid. And if it was installed correctly, you would have not had to deal with the issues that you've dealt with.
I call bullshit.
Okay. My pool's not up.
Your pool's covered by ground on all 3 sides pretty well. It's down below. And there's trees.
There's a whole ass lake and bottom through there.
With trees on the other side.
You got trees right down below your pool.
I got like 4 trees since we ripped them all out.
Yeah.
The rest of that's scrub brush. It comes through the goddamn fields over there.
Rest that scrub brush.
And then it shoots down through the holler, and then it hits
amplifies by 1,000.
It hits that rip-rap ramp up underneath the cover.
But if it was tethered to the ground all the way around that pool, you wouldn't have no problems.
Well, okay.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
I mean, we really don't know unless we test the theory.
What, are we going to get a bunch of leaf blowers, go out and redo it?
You ain't going to finally blow. I thought the daggone roof panels were going to blow off yesterday in here.
It was getting it.
And it's funny that it sounded like it was worse on this side, which is opposite, apparently, of the way that the Mason or Meteorological Society says the goddamn wind was coming.
I just ain't never felt the wind. I have never felt the temperature get colder when the wind's coming out of the south. You know what I mean?
Well, it probably
Usually when them north winds, nor'easters, when they come in, you know.
me. I just heard it probably swirled
Hey,
somewhere.
Casey, what's
around Yellow Banks?
What's Brado thinking about?
Leave it our podcast, probably.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hey, brother Dave, I just want to let you know that you want an in-ground pool, you get you an in-ground pool.
Okay,
And if that wind was out of the west and messed up your pool, then it was out of the west.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Hey, it is time for Brado's 3 Big Things, brought to you by Merkley & Sons.
We've been saying it for a long time, but Merkley & Sons is the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. Why they haven't put it on a shirt yet, we have no idea. Spring training isn't just for baseball. Spring training is also for the grill masters of your house. You can't shine in the summer months if you don't start putting the work in the spring. Get your grill ready. Get your burger flipping arm strong. Work on catching cold cans of beer tossed your way with one hand. The gang at Merkley's is ready to provide you with all your grilling meats that you could need. Stop over, say hi, and be ready to be in meat heaven.
All right, fellas, this is an interesting one. R.I.P. to Gene Hackman. Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife were found dead in their home Wednesday under suspicious circumstances.
And their dog.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
T's and P's to the four-legged critter. When I think of Gene Hackman, I automatically think of the movie Hoosiers. Please tell me Smoke has seen it, so let's hear it, Dutchman. What is your favorite line or scene from the movie?
We just said last week that I'd never seen Hoosiers.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
a sports guy.
Not a sports guy. Well documented. I'm trying to think of the one.
With Will Smith,
No.
with all the, oh, sorry, I thought Gene Hackman, Will Smith, there's one about like conspiracy theories. Might have been called conspiracy theory.
I think my favorite line out of Hoosiers is where they draw up the play and they said, "Don't get caught watching the paint dry." Off the top of my dome there. That's what I was thinking.
My practices aren't designed for your enjoyment.
Now, that sounds like something an East Central Indiana person would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you guys. I've seen you guys can shoot, but there's more to the game than just shooting. There's fundamentals
Aiming.
and defense. I would hope you would want to support who we are, not who we're not.
Now, are these all your favorite quotes or just the ones?
He's just
No, I'm
reading.
just reading.
Oh, gotcha.
Have they confirmed yet
No.
what he died of?
No.
Because he was mummified.
Mummified?
Mummified.
What?
They think he was dead up to 10 days before they finally found him.
I mean, that last picture I seen of him, and who knows how old that was, he looked nearly mummified in that one.
Because he's 95. Yeah.
It's awful dry in Arizona.
That's true. Domino's Pizza sales are struggling because their pizza's trash. The pizza chain is adding stuffed crust to its menu to compete with its rivals, but it's a toss-up whether the strategy will boost sales. Okay, I know last week we did fried chicken chains, so this week let's focus on pizza chains. Because we all know local pizza joints, i.e. the Gaslight, are the best. But just focusing on chains, what are you going with? Pizza Hut, Domino's, or Papa John's?
Papa John's. But I feel like Pizza King is a pizza chain, and that's way better than all those.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I'll give you that
Midwest
it might not be a national pizza
Yeah.
chain, but I'll give you that.
So I was in this situation last weekend where I was in a pinch and I was needing a pie that really quick.
Yeah.
And judging just on the functionality of their website, I'm going Pizza Hut because it was so easy to just wham, bam, click, click, clickety, clack, clack, 20 minutes, you're ready to go. Papa John's, it was just a bullshit deal. Their website was hard to navigate. Just didn't quite have it figured out. So I'm going Pizza Hut.
I am, out of those three that is specifically given, I'm going to go Pizza Hut because we order Pizza Hut a lot. The app makes it so easy. Your deals are right there. You don't have to do any of that
Like,
other
honestly,
stuff.
I order Pizza Hut way more than Papa John's, but it's because Papa John's isn't.
Jasper.
Now, I will say that Papa John's garlic dipping stuff is better than what Pizza Hut's is. What does that look for?
Nothing. Just mimicking.
Yeah. Yeah. Oldest known Holocaust survivor dies at age 113.
Wow.
Rose Garone,
She went and lived in Terre Haute?
the oldest known Holocaust survivor who endured both German and Japanese oppression but lived for 8 decades beyond the end of World War II, has died at the age of 113. Brado. Wow. And man, that WW2 generation was just different, huh? Imagine the things that lady has seen or went through.
Unbelievable.
Hey,
Hey, shout out to a buddy of ours, Xavier Chubb Horton.
yeah.
He sent me a message last week. He said he was catching up on episode, I think it was 333,
Okay.
where we talked about, like, if we won the lottery, where would we go, or, your bucket list trip or whatever. And I
So when I said I wanted a moat?
I'm not sure, but he said, I told him that I
Think so.
would want to go to Europe
Yeah.
and re-step my my grandpa's enlistment, like where Normandy to
Yeah.
through France and all that shit.
Yeah.
He sent me photos of the woods outside of the Battle of the Bulge
Yeah.
before they got to the Rhine River.
Yeah.
He was there in the summer,
Oh, cool.
studying, doing some stuff over there, and the shell holes in the woods are still there.
Yeah,
And
the
it
foxholes
is
are there too a little
crazy,
bit.
man.
113 is a good run. I think in the grand scheme of everything, to live through what happened in the Holocaust would be something that I don't know. There could be nothing else in life that would surprise you. Hey, Brado, thank you. Thank you for sending those in. Brado's a big part of the show. Doesn't get to make it in as much as what he would like. The invitation's always there. But I think Brado likes to get his sleep in.
Yeah.
I think he likes to snooze.
He's old.
But it won't be long. He'll have 3 months off. So
Yeah.
maybe he can come out a little
Plenty
bit
of time
more.
to catch up.
Be able to come on out and hang out with us. Hey, it's unfortunate this shit show's ending.
Man.
And not shit show in a bad way. Just, it's our brand.
It's something new.
It's on brand for
Different.
us. But it is time. And it's time for us to have some final thoughts brought to you by Melissa Luker of Keller Williams Capital Realty.
Dreaming of the perfect home in Dubois Pike or the surrounding counties? Melissa Luker with the Hill team will help you find that dream home. What if you aren't looking to buy, but looking to sell? Good news, Melissa is ready for that too. Melissa specializes in understanding your needs and navigating the local market to make your home search seamless and successful. Kind of like a Sherpa guiding a climber up Mount Everest, Melissa will be your guide every step of the way. If you are ready to start your real estate journey, contact our friend Melissa Luker of Keller Williams Capital Realty. Give her a call today, 812-454-4720.
Brother Dave, what do you got?
Well, watch the wind around your pool and, ground that motherfucker all the way around, even if it's blocked by a whole ass house.
Yeah.
And if you need anybody to do an accident reconstruction scene, call Big
Brother
Fella.
Mace,
Yeah,
I can handle
Big
it
Fella.
for you.
Next time there's an accident, HPD is going to, hey, is Zach available?
Yep. Hit me up.
What you got, Big Fella?
Well, I haven't mentioned it in a while, but the Holland Legion has got a big raffle going on. I think there's several tickets left.
Double digits as of last week, this week.
Yeah. So go down and get you a ticket for that big 50 caliber pew pew. One hell of an investment piece. Can't beat it for $20 if you win it, because that's like a
I wouldn't walk out with it.
$4,800 value.
I wouldn't walk out with it.
believe.
I'd already
Almost
have it sold.
$5,000 value. So, what a hell of a deal for $20. But other than that, don't have much other to say than to keep your stick on the ice and bear with us through these growing pains. If these mics sound like shit, we apologize. Something new. And give us your feedback. Tell us what you think. It's a work in progress. Let us know.
With the magic of editing, I got all the faith in Dave. Big thank you to Velpen Trucking and Disposal, Hopf Outdoor Power, LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing, Merkley and Sons, and of course Melissa there with Keller Williams Capital Realty. Not a whole lot. Perfect end of the week because your boy's on PTO tomorrow, and then next week your boy's on PTO all week
Oh, boy.
because we had 56 hours to burn. So Got to go in Monday for a meeting, but gonna enjoy a little time off. Weather looks
It's going to be
good.
70 on Tuesday. That sounds like a golf day.
Gonna get out and play a lot of golf. Now, I haven't told Janelle that I'm on PTO because I don't want a honey-do list. I just want her to be surprised when I'm like, oh, I'm not going to work today. And then, oh, I'm not going to work today. She doesn't listen to the show, so we're good. And by the time you hear this anyways,
Be halfway through.
it'd be over Friday. So.
Oh, yeah, this is Fridays.
But I don't have anything else other than we made it through the winter. Dave wanted a winner. We got it.
We got it.
So if you really want to be upset at somebody, some would say that Dave got his karma
Broad shoulders.
with a swift kick in the old pool that obviously came from the Northwest, not the West.
Exactly.
Thank you to Masoner Investigations. But get out there and enjoy the sunshine. Get a little
Amen.
vitamin D in your life. And with that,
Dutchman out.